Hello. Today we are making the Hinterland Dress by Sew Liberated. Today we are going to be working, I'm going to be working, you're going to be watching me. I'm going to be working on the Hinterland Dress by Sew Liberated. I'm specifically going to be making a sleeveless version. This is the first time that I have made this dress. So let's get it started. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Becca Moore. I am the author of 2 contemporary romances. I'll put them up here. I generally review books, and right now this is going to be my first crafty project that I'm sharing. This will be a walkthrough, kind of a vlog style of me sewing the Hinterland Dress by Sew Liberated for the first time. I do plan to make a mock-up. I'm between sizes, and so I just want to make sure that the size that I've picked out will fit and have enough ease, especially in the chest. So I have my muslin pulled out. I have decided that I'm going to make my dress out of linen, so hopefully it's perfect for the summer weather. And I will be using this beautiful cerulean, it's beautiful teal is essentially what it is. This beautiful teal linen fabric from the fabricstore.com that I got last summer. And then I have my pattern all printed out. I got this printed out from Wildwood Creative in Renton, Washington. If you don't follow Tawny on TikTok, highly recommend it. I'll leave the link for that down below. But my next step is to cut out the pattern and then make a mock-up. So let's go. After much longer than I would like to admit, my mock-up is finally done, sort of. As you can see, I can't remember if I said in the first one I thought I wanted to do the placket. Then I decided I didn't actually want to do the placket after I saw a couple of other designs for this dress. So my mock-up is officially done. The darts look okay. Since it is going to be a sleeveless dress, I think that this is a little bit big in the sleeves or in the armholes. So I might see if taking it in a little bit on the sides will fix that and then make that adjustment on my actual pattern. So let's see what taking it in on the sides looks like. My mock-up, I'm going to say, is now complete. I'm fairly happy with the arm's eye, the arm's hole. I'm fairly happy with where my darts are currently sitting, since my final fabric is a little, shouldn't say a little heavier than my muslin. It's a little bit heavier than my muslin. So my guess is that it will weigh down a little bit and might, I don't want to say fix any problems, but it'll fit a little bit different than the mock-up. I just never made this dress before, so wanted to have some concept of what the fitting actually is. My last clip, I had said I was going to bring in the side. I didn't end up changing the front piece. I ended up taking about an inch off of the back so that the back wasn't quite as gappy. I know this dress is supposed to be loose fitting, and if I didn't want it to be loose fitting, it does have waist ties in it that I can use. I haven't decided if I'm doing those yet or not, but that will or could help with the fit of the dress. Since I am planning on this being like a loosey-goosey summer dress that I can wear for work, that I can wear around the house, that I can wear out, just like your everyday summer linen sleeveless dress, I think that this is going to be a pretty good fit. So next step is trimming my fabric, washing it, and then cutting out my pattern. See you then. Shoot. Gosh darn it. Okay. Okay, I know I'm not supposed to. I should weave in the ends. These ends are gonna be covered. Yellow. That's probably a bad idea, but whatever. Here we are. We are committed to our decisions. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's not even what I'm listening to. 100% listening to this DIY Danny video, not. I'm just singing to myself. I apologize to anyone who has to hear that noise. I really should oil my machine. I even have oil to do it. I just haven't done it. It's very intimidating. I don't know why. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seams have been serged. And I decided I wasn't doing the waistband, or not the waistband, the waist ties, because it was good enough. It wasn't too baggy. All right, it's time for facings. Okay, I think I have the facing figured out. I don't know why facing and like bias type things always, they always, despite the fact that I have done them before, they always just confuse me when I read the directions. I have to read them like 5 times in order to remember what the heck it means. Like, I read it 5 times and I was like, I thought I needed to fold this right here in half and like sew it and press it kind of like a bias tape. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do. It just took me 3 times reading it to be like, oh, no, you were right your first initial thought was right. You just are apparently tired. I didn't sleep very well last night. Which was mildly consequences of my own actions. I kind of started and finished a book last night, and it was like 2, 3 a.m. by the time I finished, and then I laid there, and I laid there, and I laid there, and like could not fall to sleep, and finally just got up went out to the living room and watched a couple of YouTube videos, and then then I watched well, I didn't watch Titanic, but I put Titanic on and immediately fell asleep to the 3-hour masterpiece that is Titanic, and then woke up just in time for the boat to sink, and to cry, because apparently that's what I needed at 8:30 a.m. was to cry over the Titanic, as you do. But I love the Titanic, which sounds so weird. Came out at a pivotal time, 2 VHSs and all. I remember seeing it for the first time. I did not see it in theaters. I saw it at a friend's house, and because it was rated PG-13, her mom called my mom to make sure it was okay that we watched it, and then she fast-forwarded through the car scene because, you know, apparently it was inappropriate. Little did they know I would grow up to write romance novels, but that's neither here nor there. And it was not the car scene that stuck in my brain. It was the dead people floating in the water, as it should. It then kicked off a real great... Actually, I don't even know if that was the one that kicked it off, but it definitely influenced a lot of my history-loving ways. Apparently my facing is a little too big. That's okay. It is okay. We'll just snip her off and call it a day. Anyways, thank you for coming to my story time while I clip my facing on. I'm not quite done, but I got impatient and so didn't film a lot of things. So I would say for my first time making this dress, we have some learnings, we have some goods, we have some bads. It is a little bit, I'm gonna say, baggier than I was expecting, and the weight of the linen has made it fit, which I should have expected this, has made it fit. But again, I did not quite account for that. The pockets, at least, I put them where it said on the pattern and they feel a little bit low, but I will learn a little bit more about that this summer, or as I wear it. I probably will. I did decide not to put in the waist ties, and I'm mildly regretting that at the moment. I might unpick the sides and add those in just so that it's a little bit, I don't want to say more wearable, but that I'm more likely to reach for it this summer. I do tend to wear things that have a little bit more of a defined waist than this, personal comfort. But overall, once I understood the pattern, once my brain comprehended all of the different pieces, it was pretty easy to put together. I am excited to use this as a base for some future things. I'm also definitely going to try the front, at least the front placket, if not the full placket on the next go around. I just didn't really have any inner facing at the moment, which means I need to go to the store and or order some online. Alright, it is finished. I have finished the inside, I have finished the outside. I picked all of the gathering stitches out that were showing when I initially finished because of how the directions were. I have added the waistband that I said that I would. and all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. I have worn it around the house a little bit now. It is currently raining and very cold outside, so I have not worn it outside or about. My biggest complaint so far is that I don't like the pockets. For me, they're just like a little low on my body. The next time I make this, I'll probably move them up, like where on the inseam, not the inseam, on the seam here, like an inch or so, maybe like an inch and a half, 2 inches higher. I also, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't know, they're not quite big enough for my hand to like expand, and my phone is on, I guess, the bigger side, and it doesn't fit in quite well. And it's probably not even the pocket pattern. Next time I will probably just make a smaller seam allowance. Haven't decided on my next make, but be sure to join me when I do. Have a great day.